Okay, so today is Sunday, January 26th, and this is my first post of the year. I don't know if this is going to go up tonight or tomorrow, but welcome to 2025. How are y'all doing this year? Did you make a lot of resolutions? I have quite a few goals for 2025. One of the goals that I have for 2025 to try and not have any screens for 25 days. Now, when the year first started, I wasn't sure if I was going to do 25 days in a row or if I was just going to set aside 25 days throughout the year, like once every 2 weeks, and say, okay, no screens today. And I think had I said, okay, one day every 14 days, no screens, I probably could have done away with it altogether and like not use the phone for anything. I did not do that. I decided to go ahead and just do 25 days up front, the first 25 days of January. And I have to say, this challenge, limiting screen time for 25 days, was one of the most difficult challenges. I still used screens. It wasn't a complete success in the fact that, yes, I still used screens. I mean, it's impossible not to. We live in a day and age when everybody carries a computer with them everywhere they go. We use it for directions. We use it to talk. We use it to text. I mean, you know, on and on. But for the most part, I limited my screen time to what was absolutely necessary for the past 25 days, which means I didn't make any posts. I really wasn't on YouTube unless I absolutely had to be. And wow, all I can say is wow. I will forever be grateful for the past 25 days and what I did. And I think I'm going to do this every year going forward because it was such a fresh start for this great new year. Some of the things that I did instead of screen time was I had more time in prayer and I was more present with my loved ones. So for those two reasons alone, I will forever be grateful. Towards the end of last year, I was a little taken back. Some people get these reports every week, like your weekly usage of your phone. And I was getting those reports on Sundays before church. And I thought, well, what a time to get these reports on Sundays before church. There's a saying, where you spend your time and where you spend your money is where your heart is. And I was getting this report weekly. And of course, I do YouTube, and YouTube consumes a lot of time. But besides YouTube, we work. Everything that we do socially and work-wise is all computer related, or it's all phone related, and social media is everywhere. You know, you add up all that time for all those things together, and it astonishes you at the end of the week when you get that weekly message. And it had been heavy on my heart, like how much time I had been spending each week, because I thought, we are only gifted a certain amount of hours in our life. That's it. And am I really satisfied with the way I'm choosing to live and spend my time? Or do I just get wrapped up in all the busyness? And it was the question I was asking myself. And right around that time, my husband and I had the opportunity to take a trip. In the fall, my husband and I took a fall foliage road trip to New England. And it was the first time that we just had a romantic getaway since we lost our house and all this stuff. I mean, we had traveled a lot, but it was all for other reasons. And it was just a wonderful time. And we decided when we took that trip, it was just our time. And because it was just our time, we purposely limited our screen time. And it was so refreshing. It was so refreshing for our marriage, for our relationship, for us as individuals. And it just helped us enjoy our vacation and live in the moment that much more. Then you come home and vacation's gone and you're really, really busy and you jump back into things. And then I was getting those weekly reports every Sunday before I went into church of what my screen time actually was each week. You know, the average hours that you spend on your phone. And it was alarming. I'll just say that. It was just alarming amounts of time. And so then it just had me question, how much time are we spending on social media? And that time that we're spending on social media, we're taking away from living in the moment. And so I know part of it is the time that we live in, the times that we live in, but like, where's the balance? And I was trying to find a balance. And so I decided to do a reset for for me personally for the beginning of this year, or for this year in 2025. If you set big goals and you don't know how you're going to get to them, you get overwhelmed, and then you're like, where do I start? And then you just never do. Just seemed much more manageable to me, and that's just what I did this year. And I just took that time to set into the new year with different priorities. I feel so refreshed, and I'm so excited for what the Lord has in store for this year. So it's been 25 days, and that officially ended yesterday. So I feel like today is the first day of the year, although I know January is almost over, which is wild. But anyway, I've missed all of you. How many people are participating in the challenge? Let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your goals for 2025? It's time to talk pantry challenge. Oh yes, I am participating in the pantry challenge. Jessica over at Three Rivers yearly pantry challenge. So many people participate, I know, and it has been so hard for me to not see what everybody else has been doing. So I am so looking forward to getting on here and seeing what all of you have been doing for the pantry challenge, and I will fill you in the next video on my take on the pantry challenge this year. Thanks for watching.